Week 6 forum is at Clipper's uh, edition of Art and Nature in Wells Xanadu. The first lens Clipper uses is a semiotic lens. The theme is subjugation of nature. Clipper talks about how the castle is being built, trees are being planted, horses and giraffes and octopus animals of all sorts are being brought in. He shortly moves to the idea that they are left to rot, that the flowers are twisted into an artificial design. Tanks and slings and cages and fences are used on these animals. This tells us that Clifford is telling us about the nature that's turned rotten in the central theme of this movie. He shows us how it is a direct relationship of how Cain and how he changes throughout the movie from a young child to a corrupt, materialistic discontent later. He directs us to a poem showing a semiotic theme, nature and nature's destruction or revenge, shows the parallel in Cain's life. He then moves on to a sociological, analytical view, Susan and Cain, and how they are alienated from society. And it's all due to the fact that she's not good enough as an opera singer. Cain tries to make her into this amazing opera singer, and when he can't do it, the society that he's in rejects him for it. The artificial role imposed upon her. This is also put forth by Cain's mother when she imposes the idea of how he is supposed to become, and so he ends up being with the bank. He slowly moves on to a Marxist and a psychoanalytical view, both of them part on by the happy boy with their mother, i.e., the mother strain and the Oedipus theory, and the union with the bank, i.e., the father in the Oedipal idea. The same thing with the Marxist theory, where you have this happy child at home, and then you have the governmental society of the bank coming in, and they are destroying the child with a capitalistic view of having the best things and greatest things in life will end up making you happy. Very soon, it comes back to the semiotic view. Rosebud and the snowy white scene. This becomes a very prevalent idea on the semiotic theme, where we go back to the thought of creation versus destruction. Here you see a very common viewpoint of Rosebud versus the snowy white scene. The entire theme, according to Clipper, shows a parallel of this creation and destruction in life and in a child. The semiotic works in the of art in the movie are directed towards Cain's destruction of nature and shows the destruction of the child by the government, society, child's own need to become more. This is prevalent with the fact that Rosebud is actually a sled that goes up in flames instead of an actual rosebud or a garden. The snowy white scene here is actually a snow globe that actually falls out of the person's hand, i.e., Cain, and cracks on the ground, destroying that concept of nature. This is also prevalent later in his viewpoint, where you see the castle being shown that all these things that came in from it were actually, as he puts it, taken from their own environment, the animals taken from their environment, the plants taken from their own environment, to create this unrealistic view of a castle for a beautiful place for Cain to be that is brought on again by a capitalist society and an unforgiving society, i.e., the Marxist view and the sociological view. And then at the end, where he falls and dies, at the end, dropping the snow globe. Thank you.